And today we're going to be installing one of my Christmas presents. So this one is very special because my girlfriend gave it to me. Babe, if you're watching it, I want you to know how grateful I am. And you know I've been needing it for a long time. So yeah, today we're going to be installing it. I'm not going to be using the wire that comes inside of it. I bought a separate Hardwire kit. But yeah, everything you need is going to be in the description down below. Links and everything. You're also going to need a hairdryer because like it's really cold right now. If you guys like look at me, I'm like wearing my winter jacket in the garage. It's like probably like -5 degrees right now, so yeah. Alright guys, so here's the box and what's inside of it. So first thing, you have the camera. And I already went ahead and like did the setup, so you guys should go ahead and do that. Inside the box here you have this. And then you have like all your wires and stuff, but like I said, I won't be using any of that because of this thing over here. This Hardwire kit. So basically, like when I turn on the car, it'll be on, and when I turn it off, it's gonna be off. Unless you guys wanna like tap into something that's always powered on, but I wouldn't recommend it because you might drain your battery, but that's up to you. Alright, so this is the main cable. This one connects to the camera. This one, here there's two cable. One's the ground wire. So you're gonna have to like unscrew a bolt. I'm gonna show you guys that in a sec. And this one, it connects to one of these 4 cables. These 4 cables basically a fuse that attaches to your fuse box. So then basically you go ahead and find like which type of fuse you have. Right now we're gonna do that. Alright, so for the Q50, the fuse box is located somewhere down here. So pull up your brake pedal, handbrake, foot brake, like whatever you want to call it. And the box should be over here. So here you go guys, that's the box. So let me just pull the cover off. Alright, so now that you have the cover off, you're gonna be looking for this thing called a fuse puller. So this is gonna allow you to like grab onto the fuses and pull it off. So the one we're gonna be tapping into is gonna be the cigarette lighter one, which is this one. It's a 20 amps one, so let's just go find it. Alright guys, so here is the fuse puller. Here, let me point to it. It's this one right here. So just pull that out. Okay, so this is what it looks like. Like you guys can see that it's like you just put it into a fuse and then you grab hard and you pull out. Alright guys, so when you guys pull the fuse out, this is what it's gonna look like. So here, let me just put it on here. Alright, so here's what the fuse looks like. So now we're gonna go over here and match it up to one of these fuses over here. So it looks like it fits into this one. If you guys buy the kit, you can just find this one, and you're not going to use the other 3, so push that aside. So you just plug this in here. So now you can take this end of the wire, right, and connect it to this thing. So all you're doing is taking this and push it in gently, but make sure it has like a very tight connection. And you should be good to go. So now we're gonna get to where you want to place the camera. So I'm thinking that I'm gonna be placing mine somewhere over here, but then like there's like a lot of stuff going on in here, so maybe I'm gonna have to place it here. But once I decide, I'm gonna show you guys like how to place it up and line it up. Alright guys, so I think I'm gonna put mine here, and then the wire is gonna run from here like all the way here, and over here and down there. So let me show you guys how to do this right now. Alright guys, so to start this process, you take your Hardwire kit and you're gonna need a tool like this. It's like a trim tool. If you can't find it, just like find something that's like flat like this, and I think you should be able to get around it. Take the wire, right, and try to push it into the gap. If you can't do it with your hand, just take the tool and push it in there. So once it's in there, then you can work this around and just keep pushing in. Alright, so for here, we're gonna take the weather stripping off. Let me show you guys. Alright, so once you guys like reach this corner over here, we're gonna take this weather stripping off. Just pull down and it'll come right off. So we're gonna start like about here to like down to the foot area over here. Oh, and also take this panel off over here. So to take this one off, you're gonna need a flathead screwdriver. Basically it just pops off. So here you go guys. So now you have more access to this. And for this, like some people, they go like along this thing all the way down over there, but for me, what I like to do, I just pop this off. You just pull it lightly and it'll come off, and you can just run the wire like over here and down here, and now it's way easier. So now like all you really have to do is take the wire and just push it in there. Alright, so I just came back from like a 5-minute break because it's like freezing out here. So yeah, basically once you guys like tuck in the wire like all the way up to here, so you're gonna see that like you're left with thing now, right? So basically, all you're gonna want to do is take this thing over here and insert it in this hole right here, and you guys are gonna be coming like this way to look at the fuse box, right? And this is where you're gonna be working. This one, you want to make sure it goes back in the same slot where you took the fuse out. And then the ground wire, this one right here. So this one is gonna go like, you guys see like those two screws here? I think it's like a 12mm bolt. So just undo it a bit and then plug in the ground wire thing and then bolt it back on, and you should be good to go. So I'm just gonna film a time lapse of me doing all that, and then we can go on a test drive and I'll show you guys some footage. Oh, and also don't forget to put your fuse puller back in the fuse box. I almost forgot mine, so yee. Alright guys, so I just finished installing all the wires. So I just thought I would show you guys how it looks when everything is back together. Like, it's like it was never taken apart. Yeah. All the way down here. Just need to clean this a little bit, but yeah. And over here we go. Alright guys, so over there, top corner, that's the ground wire connected to the screw. And over here, we have this big fuse right here, the one that contains two of them, plugged into where we took out the cigarette lighter. And make sure you put back your fuse puller and you cover back on, and we should be good. Alright, so now we're ready to install the camera. So what you're gonna need is microfiber towel. If you don't have that, you can use a piece of cloth like this, and some rubbing alcohol. And also you're gonna need this thing over there, the blow dryer, because the windshield is really cold right now. Like, I mean, it's like, if it's not cold at your place, then you don't need this. But if you're in Canada, somewhere like this, like, you're gonna want to heat up the windshield and the 3M tape. So first, let's clean the area over there where we're gonna be installing it. So wipe it real good. Make sure there's no oil or anything left back here. And then take your blow dryer and heat it up. And also this thing. So once you feel it's hot enough, just peel back the 3M tape and then place it where you want it to be. Alright, so now that it's on, you can finally put the camera on. So now that's on, we're ready to go on a test drive, and I'll show you guys some footage. But before we end this video, please make sure you guys like, subscribe, and please subscribe. Help support the channel and all the things I'm doing right now. And I just want to say thank you for 500 subscribers. Without you guys, this wouldn't be possible. So like, I wouldn't be making these types of videos. So thank you very much, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace. Alright guys, so for those of you who made it this far into the video, I have a little surprise for you.